Geico. Switch to Geico today and see all the ways you can save. Ready for this? I need someone to say first down.
First down.
First down.
Dolphins at Bears.
Pat Costello, yes.
I love Fridays.
Dolphins are at Chicago. Miami is favored by 5 points. The Dolphins have a 2/3 chance to win, 67% on the nose, according to FPI. Dolphins on the money line, minus 225. Chicago plus 185. The over-under is 45.5 points. So here's the question, guys. Which quarterback would you rather build your franchise around? Tua or Justin Fields?
Are you asking us that, or are you putting that out for everybody else?
I'm putting it for you.
Because I plead is it plead the fifth?
I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look, here's what I would say. I'm taking the Miami Dolphins in this football game, no matter what. I think Justin Fields is showing some amazing stuff, but Tua has some weapons at his disposal with Waddle and a guy in Tyreek Hill who could surpass 2,000 yards as a receiver. He's at the halfway point thus far in the season. So when you look at the Miami Dolphins, the Dolphins have a 67% chance of winning this football game. If Justin Fields had those two guys, I probably would take Justin Fields.
Keyshawn Johnson running for governor. This boy's slick, man. He could deflect in a heartbeat. But I feel you though, Key. I feel just
how am I deflect? I just took Tua. What do you want me to do?
No. I'm gonna say it for you though. We both taking Justin Fields, and I rock with Tua. I say Fins up on national TV. I like Tua, but I'm starting my team. I'm taking Justin Fields. I like how durable he is. I like the way he can move out of the pocket. I like the way and how dynamic he is as a player.
But that wasn't the question.
What was the question, Max?
The question is, which quarterback would you rather build your franchise around?
I said Justin Fields.
No, you said if you were drafting.
Yeah, that's built my franchise around.
No, they already in the league.
All right.
Don't you being slick again, man. You running against Herschel Walker. What's going on right now?
You know what? That was a question for Key. I got a question for you. Jay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
That one was for Key. This one's for you. Is Keyshawn Johnson the biggest Dolphins hater around?
He's starting to come around.
Chest, son. Say it with your chest.
You're starting to come around, though. Like, that's what I like about you. You're starting to come around.
Anytime you go against the grain, as you can see, what people think you should say, they get mad, as we know. The fact that I have always had reservations about Tua and the Miami Dolphins fan base can't stand me. They hate me. Wow. I'm part of this long list of receipts that some young man put out that's a Miami Dolphin fan, and it's like all the analysts and all the broadcasters who said anything negative about Tua, my name is on the bottom on the left-hand side.
I just want to provide context to our listeners. So this is at BMW2_717. Hey, at Fins Receipts, my buddy from Wales has a list of all people who have bad takes on Tua.
From Wales is in the UK?
There's like 500 people on the list, and I think, Key, your name is at the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah,
Why can't they put you at the top?
He has the date, though. The date that I said, whatever I said, he didn't appreciate, and that's everybody.
But, Key, that's so disrespectful. You ain't bottom. You ain't the bottom half of 500. You at the top.
But I wasn't the first person to say something.
Hey, is there a Wales in Florida? Is there a Wales, Florida? Otherwise, this dude is in the UK listening so closely to the Dolphins that he's got a list, an extensive list, like 100 names on that thing.
The crazy thing about all this sort of stuff, fellas, is whenever you don't say what people in the fan base think you should say about their teams, you become a hater, you become a this, you become a that. Now I'm coming around to it because he's showing me that he is capable of doing some magical things in the National Football League. Not that I don't love him, I just, you know.
All fans want to do, they just want to hear you apologize.
There's nothing to apologize about.
Well, I just
want
to hear you apologize. You know what time we live in. You don't apologize.
I just said that I'm taking Tua.
But you didn't say I'm sorry.
And I'm not going to say I'm sorry.
Then you're not apologizing.
Okay, here we go. I'm because I don't want to continue to trend Miami Dolphin fans. I am sorry that I am not the biggest Tua fan and believe so much in your franchise that you're going to win the Super Bowl this year. I am so sorry. I really am. But what I am not sorry about is beating y'all head in every time I played against y'all when I was a player.
It's not a
Ty in Fort Lauderdale. What do you have to say to Key?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning to you, Max, Keyshawn, and Jay.
What up,
He said how you said my name, though.
He just waking up. Leave this man alone. Go ahead, Ty.
No, that's fine. Listen, Keyshawn, look, used to play for the Jets, so I expect nothing less than you not, giving us the credit that we deserve. But I just want to say that, between you and Bart Scott on ESPN, you guys really drill down on us. But you guys give credit to everybody else. Ooh. The Jets are no good, but you guys still give them credit. Trevor Lawrence played bad. Nobody talks bad about him. I'm just saying, give us some credit.
Care about,
saying that we're winning the Super Bowl.
Boss man, don't nobody care about no Trevor Lawrence and no Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, let me ask you this. Is it okay to give you the credit as things start to develop? When Tua starts to play better, when people – so isn't that what I'm doing? Or do you want me to anoint him? Or do you want me to anoint him as soon as he puts on a Dolphin jersey?
Nah, Keyshawn, don't play victim. I mean, you do. Don't get me wrong.
I'm not playing victim.
Don't do that. Listen,
be very careful because there's a guy in Wales listening to every word you say. All right, that Ty in Fort Lauderdale, we appreciate it. We got to move along. It's time for the second down.
That's what my dad said.
Second down. Bills at Jets.
Bills at Jets.
You got to work on that voice, Pat.
What do you think the spread is in this game off the top of your head, Jay? For Bills,
12 and a hook.
The Bills, 12 and a hook at New York.
Was I right?
Correct.
Woo!
12 and points. They're
12.
on the 2 p.m. Eastern ESPN. He was talking about the fact that when he's been on teams that jump out to a lot of wins early, they're undefeated for a while. When they finally lose that game, it's like the monkey's off their back. It's like they finally feel like I don't have to deal with, because the questions start to mount. And then that everything becomes about this undefeated streak instead of just winning football games. You'd think they go hand in hand, but it actually becomes a distraction.
That's why coaches use cliches. That's why you hear players use cliches, right? We take it one game at a time. And for me, I'm not worried about losing a game here or there. Like last night, was it a perfect performance by the Eagles? No. But sometimes you need to find ways to win games in the trenches, man. Like that's what the good teams learn how to do. So for me, Key, I could care less about going undefeated. It's about winning a damn Super Bowl, and that's the end game. Playing your best at the moment it means the most.
Let me ask you this, Jay. You said that they didn't play perfect. What wasn't perfect about their game that you saw?
No, I'm just saying I'm not perfect in the world's eye, Key. With me, you blitz the Texans by 30 points, right? You blitz them. You blow them out right from the beginning. Like that's but you and I, we know, like, just winning games in the trenches, finding different ways to win games, like that sets you levels apart as well.
Look, you're on the road. It's a Thursday night. You're playing against a team that's undermanned, and you're the better team. Sometimes you go into a fog and you don't get off to a fast start, and they hang around a little bit. Then you put your foot on the gas pedal, and that's when you pull away from them. Something that happened yesterday with the Eagles and the Texans. Again, like I said, 21-27, 250, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers other than the turnover that I don't attribute to him because he can't control what the defensive lineman is doing to the offensive line. I thought he played superb. I thought A.J. Brown did what he was supposed to do. I thought the running game was solid. They got to do a little bit better on the run fits from a defensive standpoint because the young man, Pierce, certainly got his way at times. But the Eagles have given up some they've given up some big chunks of yards in the run game all year long. They've got to tighten that up. But I'm fine with winning 29-17 and doing what they did.
Key, I feel like the narrative of talking about having undefeated teams is old. We do this every year with teams that win a couple of games. We start going down this path. Can it be undefeated? And, the Dolphins and all these teams back in the day have been able to do it, right? I wanted to tell me I'm wrong on this, Key, because you're the football expert on this show, and you historically know a lot of teams way better than I do. Is this the most talented Eagles team ever? Ever? Like when you look at A.J. Brown, you look at Devontae Smith, like that talent that they have. You look